Hello and welcome. It is Saturday, 17th day of June, 2017. Welcome. And this video will be technical analysis on the 6-hour chart for XBY, XtraBytes. And as you can read, anything I say, do, that's what I'm saying and doing. What you do is what you do. So any risks or any bets you make, it's your own risk, your own reward. If you are interested in XBY, it is found on Yobit, the currency exchange network, cryptocurrency exchange network, and Cryptopia. And now let's move into the chart. And here we have it. No dates on the bottom, but this represents a little over a month's time, with each of these candles representing a quarter day. And the trend is obvious, like so many others. You have your up move and whatever the correction is. And in this case, it's been mainly price. Price correction, straight up. Price correction. And now we can see here that it is in an uptrend once again. But what I'm going to do here now is talk about Fibonacci retracement. And also, we'll do that right now. We'll bring up the key levels. And what we got is a situation from the 1737 high down to the 637 low that the 38.2% comes in at 934. How you doing? What do you think happens when you enter an area where you're supposed to find resistance and you don't? Fast move to the next level. It took 2 periods to go directly to 1184. Back to key fib for quite some time. And it just settled in here for a little bit. And now all of a sudden it breaks out, and well, price action is actually pretty much at 1400 now as I'm doing this at 1:27 p.m. Eastern time. It's at 39. Now what the 1371 represents is a 76.4% correction. It's really the last one, and I give it very little relevance. But I'm going to be interested to see if maybe, just maybe, this thing comes back down somewhere to the high 11s. And then breaks out and then does that whole test thingy a bobby before. Because the last time when it came down to this level, there really wasn't much resistance at all. Very little. So I'll be interested to see what is going to take place when it enters this one as well. Now, as far as the Fibonacci retracement, these are the numbers. They're on the screen already. But the up target in this is 32.29. So I've given a target of 3. Maybe I should go 32. And heck, let's face it. Let's face it. Even before this, when 250 was resistance, it was actually higher. And then at 500, well, actually worked out to go a little bit higher than that. And then 1500, a little bit higher again. So maybe 35. You know, it's very difficult for me to point out, but as far as a trend is concerned, it's obviously in the uptrend. Now, another way of looking at it is, well, how much of a gain did it have last time? It had a bottom at around 250, and then it goes up to close to 1750. So that would work out to about a 7x gain. Wow, that was pretty damn good. Pretty damn near good, yeah, or darn near good, whatever. But then you could say, you know what, I really don't want to count this area because its real support was in here. And that was closer to 300. And that would only be about 5.5 times. And last time, and this time here, you could say, well, even 637 doesn't count. You can almost go like 7 1/4. And we multiply 7 1/4 by 3. Or no, excuse me, it went from 2. What was the last one? The last one was from about 3, so 6 times, so we'll say. So from about 7 1/4 times 6, so 7 times 6 is 42, 44. I mean, this thing could have interesting movement. I mean, we could be looking at 5,000, 4,000 area. Now I have to decide myself how I'm going to transition as far as where's the best place to sell. And if I don't know, then I'll just put a bunch of different places. A little bit at 28, a little bit at 3, a little bit at 34, a little bit at 38, 42, 48, 5. But there's definitely a lot of reason to think, okay, if this thing gets going past this 1737 handle, then it should easily have a fast move. A lot of times they are fast move, day 2, 3, or 4, or 1, 2, or 3, 4 days of duration. As far as the market is concerned, it has already broken past this resistance. Let me remove the numbers. And with the resistance break in here, what do we know about when you break key resistance in an uptrend? I don't have the 18 average on here, but it's obviously rising and it's obviously above it. So what do we know when you break resistance? Exactly, that it's probably going to have a nice room higher. It's went up a little bit, so there's definitely the higher potential. Again, if we're looking for a chance to buy back, this is where it came from, in here. Again, the number is 1184. And another thing that I don't know if I said this in a video or not. I might have. I probably should have if I didn't. But I did mention this to at least one of my friends that I talked to live. And that is, if this thing can stay and hold above the low 900s for more than a day, about a day or so, that thing is going to be pretty darn near good. And let's see, it had 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 periods in here. So that's a little over a day. This little small period of, okay, a little bit on the upper end, but not going down, and then breakout, continuation, continuation. So it did just that. It held that rally, showing that this move was simply not a bear market lower high that of course would have normally preceded lower somewhere around here. It didn't do that. And of course now you can make the case for the uptrend. The uptrend line would be so obvious to draw in, as you could draw a trend line in here. Notice that it's pulling away from that support level. And what I like to do is I'll draw over the line and then move it. See, this gives me the exact same rate of ascent. And I'm going to try to connect it to pretty much around here. This would be the second test of it. And it's only hit this part here, but I'm just taking the exact same rate of ascent, because from the bottom you had one leg higher, sideways, and this is leg 2 higher. So if it equals this rate of ascent, it's almost towards that point. So ideally, move up to this area here, pull back to this previous where we were, and then continuation to the upside would be ideal. But the market's going to do what the market is going to do. The more you can adjust to the message of the market, the better off you're going to be. As oftentimes you can see things playing out in one direction, and if it keeps going on to such, then it's going to be very easy to have successful profits. But if things don't, then you're going to have to reanalyze things. How's the situation looking at this point? How am I going to adjust things? And the more you can do that, the better off you're going to be. So I'd like to thank you for tuning in. I hope this was insightful, helpful. Those who've been on the boat for XBY, congratulations. There are a lot of great profits that I've been making and a lot of other people have been making so far within the XtraBytes. Have yourself a great weekend.